What is up, everybody? Skratch coming up with another Raid Shadow Legends video. Welcome to the channel, everyone, and welcome to the incredible Shieldmaiden challenge. I'm doing daily content on Raid, guys. Tons of guides, clan boss, arena, dungeons, pretty much everything that you need to know about the game. So if you enjoy the content, consider in subscribing. How I mentioned, welcome to the incredible Shieldmaiden challenge, where content creators get to face each other and win prizes for the community, gems, book shards. We're gonna get to do giveaways for all of you guys out there. The challenge works in the next way. We're competing for the best time on stage 25 on the Fire Night. We can only use a team made of female characters, and Ronda Rousey needs to be in the team. I gotta say, I'm a big Ronda fan. I feel like she's definitely a solid champion. I love her in arena. She deletes rotos completely. When we are talking about the Fire Night, though, I feel like she might not be the best champion for speedruns, but she is amazing for progressions. Just because of her skills, right? Triple hit on the A1, a triple hit on the A2, double hit on the A3, and the passive in your corner, baby, can proc pretty often. That's why she's not that great for speedruns. The animations on the A1 are pretty slow, and the passive can kind of like mess you up. I would strongly say that the best blessing for Ronda, mainly for PvE, is definitely going to be Phantom Touch. Now, I only have her awakened at 1 star. I don't have her empowered or anything crazy like that. We do have the attack aura, which is going to help us as well. And in terms of artifacts, I went with a Savage and a Cruel set. She is one of the slowest champions in the team. Actually, she's the slowest together with Renegade. They're at the exact same speed. So I haven't went really all in and putting the craziest gear that I have on the account on her. I did give her some of the best pieces here and there, but I haven't really optimized her at full potential in terms of damage, even though I feel like it's not really going to make a massive difference. It was just kind of like I need to get my speeds in order to keep the boss under control, to don't allow him to take his turn too early and stuff like that. Total stats on Ronda, guys: 7,426 attack, 34,000 HP, 2,000 defense, 161 speed. I only have 98% crit rate, but because we are going against stage 25, which is Spirit Affinity, we have the advantage of a stronger affinity, which gives us a 15% extra crit rate. Then we have 277 crit damage, no accuracy, no resistance. In terms of masteries, we have offense and defense 3. Defense support 3, they're not really going to help us on the Fire Night, because the boss won't be really taking a turn to deal damage on us, so we're not gonna get to counter attack. We don't have accuracy, so Evil Eye won't help us either. Tier 6 mastery, we have Giant Slayer. This is gonna help us to deal more damage on the boss, of course, if the RNG procs for us, you know. That's gonna be very, very important. Moving over to the next champion. So we're gonna go in speed order. Let's move over to Renegade, because she's the next slowest champion. They're kind of like equal in terms of speeds. Renegade, she is great, right? Like she's a rare champion, but she's amazing because she gets to reset the cooldowns of the skills. I don't have Yumeko, unfortunately. I know there are a lot of other content creators out there that have Yumeko. I do have Akrisia, so hopefully that's gonna give us a shot at the title. So I decided to go with Renegade instead. She's gonna decrease the cooldown of the skills for my team, and then they're gonna get to melt the waves pretty quick, you know. I have Phantom Touch on her as well. So Phantom Touch, if you weren't aware, guys, is actually counting as an extra hit on the shield when we're getting at the boss. So that's actually gonna be pretty important. I have her built on a shield set just to allow my Seer to have enough buffs. I feel like Seer does have enough buffs with Lydia in the team, but I haven't really changed Renegade's build from my previous Fire Night team. I just decreased the speed, and of course, I gave her 3 refresh accessories. So hopefully, that's gonna proc, and we're gonna get to have some good RNG, because we have only 3 tries at getting this right. So a shield set and a perception. Total stats: 42,000 HP, 3.8k attack, 1.6k defense, 161 speed, full crit rate, 253 crit damage, 235 accuracy. In terms of masteries, we have offense and we have support 3. War Master as tier 6. We have Sniper, we have Evil Eye, we have a Master Hexer, we have Cycle of Magic, everything that gives us a shot at having a bit of better RNG, and of course Evil Eye is important to manipulate the Terminator on the boss on the very first hit. That's gonna give us a massive advantage. In terms of accuracy, I have a decent amount of accuracy, but not the craziest out there, so just to make sure we're not gonna get resisted too much, I'm gonna try to chuck in a glyph in here as well. That's gonna increase it a bit more, because you kind of need to have 230, 240, 250 accuracy for the dungeon bosses. Moving over to the next champion in speed order, we're gonna have Seer. So if we're gonna have a quick look at Seer, she is built on Savage and crit damage. I mean, Seer, she is an absolute monster. She just destroys waves. And yeah, I had to use her in the team. Like, that was a no-brainer move, literally. I have her awakened at 4-star. Of course, I'm using Crushing Randon. That's gonna ignore a bit of more defense. We're getting more crit damage from here as well. I wish I would have this at 6-star. Would make such a massive difference, because I would probably be able to run this dungeon without Lydia, with a different champion for defense down that has faster animations, and I would be able with a couple of Blood Shield accessories. Of course, I would have to change the speed order, but I would be able to melt the waves without having all the extra buffs from Lydia, you know. In terms of stats, we have 46,000 HP, 3.4k attack, 2.2k defense. Now, the attack only really matters on the A1 for Seer. 200 speed, 100 crit rate, 348 crit damage, 260 accuracy. In terms of masteries, I have offense and support 3. Of course, tier 6 is gonna be War Master. I could go with Flawless Execution, but I feel like that's not really gonna benefit my champion a lot, since we're already melting the waves. War Master will help me at the boss a bit to knock it down a bit faster when it procs. We have Evil Eye again, very important. And we have a Master Hexer. This is mainly just for her A2. If we're gonna move over to the next champion, which is going to be Lydia, I do have her empowered at +2. I do have her awakened at 5-star. You see I have Phantom Touch on her as well. I could go with a different blessing, but I feel like this is the right blessing for her at the moment. Nothing else is gonna benefit her more than this. And of course, when we are talking about other content, not about this particular challenge, I feel like, yeah, Phantom Touch might not be the best choice for your Lydia. Definitely look into getting Brimstone or something else, you know. We have her built on a Savage and a Cruel set. She will deal some damage, but not the craziest damage out there. Her damage is based on attack, so every little helps, guys. We have triple refresh accessories on her, so hopefully they're gonna proc at the right time to allow us to get a great time on the Fire Knight. Total stats on her, we have 53,000 HP, 4.3k attack, the more attack the better, 220 speed, 2.7k defense, 104 crit rate, 289 crit damage, 255 accuracy. In terms of masteries, we have offense and support 3, War Master as tier 6, of course, Evil Eye is gonna be very important, and for the rest of the masteries, just in general, these are probably some of the best masteries for Lydia, regardless in what sort of content you guys are planning to use her. For Hydra, etc., I haven't really changed the masteries on her. Moving over to the last champion, and even though Ronda is the superstar of the show, I'm really counting on Acrisias to step up and be the GOAT, you know? I have her built on a Relentless and a Speed set. She is the fastest champion in the team at 287. You see, it's a massive difference from the other champions that I showed you, but having her at this speed will allow her to rotate faster than the other champions when we get at the boss, and she will be the champion that will carry us to melt the boss fast, you know. So hopefully we're gonna proc some good RNG with the Relentless. The HP attack doesn't affect her damage because she deals damage based on enemy max HP with every single skill. 100% crit rate, 260 crit damage, 248 accuracy, and that's mainly because of her A1. We want to have a chance to land the defense down in case if Lydia doesn't land it in time, you know. In terms of masteries, we have offense and support 3, Cycle of Magic, Evil Eye, Sniper to help with the A1, tier 6 we have War Master. That again is gonna help us to deal tons of damage once we are getting at the boss, you know. So this is the team that we're gonna run on the Fire Knight, guys. It's definitely a pretty interesting one. I wish I would have Yumeko available, but unfortunately I don't. Maybe we're gonna get her one day, and we're gonna get to retry just for fun, basically. That being said, let's move over to the Fire Knight, and hopefully we're gonna have some decent RNG and smash it. Fire Knight stage 25. We're only getting 3 tries at it. The best out of the 3 is gonna get picked as the best time, of course. This is the team. I did have to create a preset in order to make sure that the team is gonna run smoothly, so I'm quickly gonna show it to you guys. I picked Ronda's A2 because it's the fastest animation. She might not get a turn. Only if Lydia gets resisted on defense down, that's when Ronda is gonna get to move on the first round. On the second, she's gonna open with the A2 because it's the fastest animation. And on the boss again, she's gonna open with the A2, and then she's gonna kind of like do her thing. Hopefully her passive is not gonna proc too often. Then we have Acrisia opening with the A2, not using the other ones, not using the A2 or A3. And here we're gonna open with the A2, then move over to the A3. Lydia, we're not gonna use the A3 on round 1 and round 2 because that's a very slow animation. We're gonna go with the Siren's Veil, and here she's gonna use the A1 instead. We're gonna open with the A3 at the boss because that's a double hit. It's gonna help us to knock down the shield a bit faster. Renegade, she's not gonna use anything on the first round because she's not gonna get a turn anyway. But just in case if we're gonna get resisted, I wanna make sure she's not using the A2 or A3. On round 2, we're gonna start it like this with the A3, and then when we get at the boss, we're gonna open with the A2. Seer, Karma Burn, Melt the Waves, round 2, Clan Banner, then Karma Burn, round 3, A1, then she's gonna do the Clan Banner if she's not gonna have the Karma Burn available. But that being said, guys, let's jump into it. Hopefully we're gonna get some good RNG. You guys know how it goes when you are trying to do speedruns and things. Everything is about RNG, right? So the better the RNG, the better the time as well. Seems like Acrisia decided to get tons of extra turns. Then we have Ronda's passive coming in play, which is definitely not the wisest choice in here because that's definitely slowing us down quite a bit. You see, we are around 5-6 seconds behind schedule. We want to have Renegade's A3 to proc on the second round, and to have the refresh accessory proc, and that will help us at the boss a bit more, you know. Couple of extra turns here from Acrisia. We haven't managed to land the defense down, which is a bit unfortunate, but then Lydia comes in and gets resisted on weaken. Unfortunately, you see, RNG 3% chance, 10% chance, 5% chance, and so goes on. It's pretty crazy, actually. A Karma Burn, a shutdown from Acrisia, no extra turn, but hopefully Ronda comes in and melts the boss. 1 minute and 3 seconds. A fairly decent time. My best time is 45 seconds, please. Let me get it done again. Another extra turn just to mess us up here. 6 seconds. We just lost 1 second there. Hopefully it's gonna go a bit better here, you know. Hopefully. Okay, that happened. And of course she had to proc the passive. We are delayed quite a few seconds, so 3-4 seconds delayed than what it should be normally. I don't think Renegade's A3 procced in there, unfortunately. The refresh accessory didn't proc on it. No extra. Oh, we got an extra turn from Acrisia. We landed the defense down. That extra turn again, it helped us quite a bit. If I would have now the A3 from Renegade, that would have been so much better, man. And another extra turn from Acrisia. But she decided to get the extra turns on the first round, unfortunately. 53 seconds, guys. Still pretty good, but not the best. We want to get it even better. So we have one more try, please. RNG Jesus, be on my side. Let it go on perfectly. Okay, it didn't start that perfect because Ronda decided to use the passive in there. Okay. We can still recover from this. Hopefully. 18 seconds. Okay, we are on the right path here. So it's all about having a bit of good RNG, a bit of a relentless proc on Acrisia, and that's gonna make a massive, massive difference. Okay, we have the decrease speed. Very, very important to have it on. Extra turn again. Defense down is on. We managed to use the A2. Come on, what's happening? We got that weaken as well. Yes, baby. Extra turn, and we have what? 47 seconds. And we still haven't got it down, but we got so close. 50 seconds, guys. That's actually pretty good. So here we are. My best time out of all the 3 runs is 50 seconds. 5 seconds longer than the usual time that we've got, unfortunately. Man, I wish I would have a Yumeko available instead of Renegade. I feel like I could potentially get it down to like 40 seconds. But this is my run, guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. What sort of champions would you use if you would be taking part in the challenge? You would change anything on the team? That was all for this video. Much love. Appreciate all of you guys watching, and I'll catch you all soon in the next one. Peace.